want to get the pack, that's fine. Um,
I like to get the pack sometimes on demo because sometimes I'll fuck up my rollout and have to use an extra sticky for some reason.
yeah, I guess like that happened. I think I'd take
Face, tell
the
me if I fuck
pack.
it up or not. Sure, and I can
Okay.
choose whether I want to get the pack or not.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think when I play demo in process, I think I do take the pack, so I can get to mid with more health than usual. But yeah, a fast rollout. Sometimes you need to like when you hit this thing, that middle part, you have to like um I guess like curve a bit so you can hit the ramp slide.
That was good.
Land
Yeah.
on here. Yeah. Um. But yeah. When you do the fast rollout, sometimes it just to get like a little bit of positioning. So demo like wants to play left side or right early. You can land on if you say left side, you can land here and just like spam their choke and you spam their demo. It's gonna be like right there near the pack. But when you do a fast rollout, you can always expect the demo to play his default like left side, so he can get the pack and start off mid healthy. What you can do, you can just like do the fast rollout and just land here and just like spam like right there. I would say because I think he will like be like walking right here and you're like so much faster than him. What you can do to know where you're gonna be at is like compared to your demo. The moment like I would say like you get through here and you do that little ramp slide, you can tell where you're gonna like where your demo is at, and you can compare that to where the other demo is gonna be at. So you can just land on here and just like spam and prevent him from getting the pack. Sometimes you can just like drop down and then just play safe. After that, you wanna play on the thing about process is like you just wanna play on high a lot. Like if you have high ground all the time, you just kind of like win, and you just like take the most room or try to get them cornered so you can double bomb or whatever. But after you get here, you just want to spam like the rock because that's where the scouts are always gonna be standing. After you pressure them off rock, you just spam wherever like they're gonna be beyond rock, then spam right there or right here. If you see Demo's gonna play left side, like this left, you spam here and you're gonna do like 60 damage off the medic, and it's gonna be pretty good for your team. Um, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for roamer mids. I mean, at least the beginning of the mids. But now, um, for demo, um, you do the little rollout and you hit the ramp slide. If you hit the ramp slide, uh, you can like land like almost over here and you can get the pack. When you get like over here, I want to show you. But when you get to that area, you just want to charge up your sticky and just like put sticks so you can prevent the demo from walking onto the pack.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Hit the ramp slide. You can grab pack if you want. Hit that ramp slide. Charge up the sticky. Put it like right there. I was a good sticky a little bit, but you want to put like around that area so if he tries to walk forward, you can just that and it'll do a lot of damage, especially those two
Make him
stickies.
make him fear.
Yeah, just like and then he'll like have to like stand like right here to just get the arrow. That's gonna be a great start for your mid. After that, I like to if you okay, so if you're gonna play left side and you get the pack, I like to just start off the mid, putting stickies right here, or walking over here and putting stickies over here. If you walk over here, like more deep, you could be rushed at by a soldier that just like jumps from like right here
Yeah.
and jumps on you. So you might want to be careful. That's why I just stand right here and just spam stickies on both ways and just prevent them from taking high ground or walking any further. Uh, but yeah, as a demo, you just always want to like what I learned is like you just don't want to like focus their combo all the time. Like you could possibly do that where you just like if they got the pack and stuff and they're like trying to walk, you put stickies right there and you just like do damage onto the combo. But you want to help your team with high ground a lot of times. It's good to still keep track of where they are, like combo and stuff, so like you won't be too far behind your combo and yet like keep rotating. But you just want
Yeah,
to keep track of
I don't often shoot at the enemy combo, especially on like Process and Sunshine where you're rotating.
yeah. That's good because like if you're just like shooting the combo, like it's good to shoot medic for like those little damage, but like if you're shooting like a buff demo scout or anything like that, like it's kind of like you're not putting a big impact for your team, like to go off anything. So yeah, you just want to like spam off like the players who aren't buffed, so like you can take away heals from them for like a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, if they're playing that right side mid, um, don't go. What I learned is like you don't want to be in front of your everybody else. You want a scout or like a soldier to be in front. Mostly recommend a scout. But yeah, try not to be in front all the time because sometimes there's people just like they just since you can't see that you can't see past this crate. You can't see if a scout's gonna sneak up right here like and he can just WQ you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you just want to always have like people on high ground first, or somebody like in front of you, and then you can like start walking, and then like you just come around and just spam onto the high like over there, or like sometimes the demo would be like right here on the pack, a little bit behind. You can
Mhm.
just spam off, you can spam him off, and then focus high ground next. Keep walking, and kind of like vice versa until like you get picks, or then or like you find them in the corner that you want to
Yeah.
take them in, stuff like that. But yeah, process is kind of like what I've always seen like it's just always gonna be the rotate mid and seeing who can catch off whose team to be in the corner or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Because these two are like literally death corners. If you see that they're gonna be walking here into that corner, somebody needs to be calling a like a double bomb, and then having everybody like either go here or here to this these hallways or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like that. But also like that's like also the importance of having that high ground. If you're on the high ground, um, and you just walk across it and having your soldier scout, like they're just like kind of like bullying them into a position they don't want to be at. And then like if they rush you, it's also like worse for them because you have like ultimate
Yeah.
high ground. Um, but yeah, um, there's also gonna be problems where like their demo is gonna be like also pretty good and like spamming up high ground too, and it's just like a battle of like who can take less spam and playing a better positioning and who can catch them off better. But yeah, that's like kind of like mid at a point, but um yeah, just like seeing who can do the most damage and calling for who can get out of that positioning faster. Like if you're gonna play left side, you just want to cut off from here. First of all, if you go here, like you just like get on this crate. You have this cover. There's also gonna be somebody on high ground to protect you, and then you're gonna be able to like cut through this corner and just like get out of that corner like so much easier. Um, 'Cause there's often times when like teams would just be here and then like they would just take forever to rotate. You don't want to do that. Like the moment you're like right in this positioning, somebody needs to call to like keep walking. Like make the call to keep walking and then have your scouts be beamed and your demo like following and stuff like that. Yeah, whenever you're like in this area, you just call to just move and you guys will
Yeah.
be fine. Um, but yeah, way to play mid is just like get high ground and then catch them off or push them or getting pegged so they have to leave. The moment they try to leave, most teams often like when they're like in this corner and then we get like 2 picks off the high ground and stuff like that. Most teams would like go from that corner into IT. What you want to do, you don't want to chase them. Maybe have like a scout like chase them into the IT to like prevent them, like keeping an eye out that like they don't come back into the mid
Mhm.
and killing that one scout who's capping, and then they'll just like buy time for like the respawners. But having to heal your medic should be like healing a soldier up and like fast rolling out to, or like trying to like cut them off from here, and then like if you cut them off like and getting those like valuable picks like a medic or demo, that's like so much, that's like you can get so much momentum from that. But you're like, that's like a thing that you just have to act quick on. So like you just have to like call that leaving IT, call that one of your soldiers go fast to cut off their exit, and then stuff like that. Um, as a demo, you can also jump if you want. The thing is, like, you're pretty up close, so just try to keep your distance. Put stickers like that, or lean lower, put stickers like that. But yeah, that's kind of like it. Um, if they go sewers, it's so much easier because you can just put stickers right here, and then just put sticks right here, and just make sure they're trapped in that little corner in the sewers, and then like having people, peeking and poking and spamming and just doing damage in that little corner. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. For mids, um, let's say yeah. So
Good.
let's say they're med lived, but you have picks to go off from. What you always want to do, if they have a demo up, you just always want to send like a soldier to just jump and shooting off stickies for your scouts to shoot them once they're on the ground, and then yeah, you just want to jump through, clear stickies. When you medic and scout just like come out from choke, most of the time you can either walk here and just like waiting for your flank to do something because they're gonna be down players, so they can't hold everything. They're gonna be like really far back. They're gonna be like 2 or 1 because those are like the 2 places they can see like everywhere. But if they're playing far back, have your soldiers play on the high ground, just jump up here, playing on point, just span them off, or they can play right here and like they can do more damage and like just push them off. But the main thing when you're coming to second with player ad is just like getting the point and making it quick. Just getting in once you have that space and once you see that they're really far back. You don't wanna come through choke and then like having to check everything and making sure like something's not gonna happen onto your medic. Like if as long as you and your team like keeps on moving and just like you know securing both 1 and 2, and then like probably lobby, like lower lobby, you should be fine. Like you shouldn't be worrying about anything else.
Yeah.
Especially since you're like coming from choke and your flanks coming to from IT. From IT, I don't think you should worry. Um, Now at that point, you have second, and it's still even because they're med lived. Have your scout cap, and then like try to like poke and see where what was their positioning, and then just plan a sack. Um, on this map, it's like really hard to sack, especially as a roamer. So you just have to like plan something out. So what I like to do for my team, you can like come in lobby, buff everybody up, have like a soldier ready 1 or like somewhere to jump, and then have like your combo like walk 5 for free, and like trying to get this 1 pick, because roamer's always gonna like stand like around here, right, like 4 or 5. um so if you can like try to get like the picks on the flank, uh and like making room for your team to like walk, and then getting like positioning and like just saying let's play right side, just stay right here. Your demo sticky ups this shutter, probably like 2 stickies up there, and then you can have your scout like bait point a bit, so they have to like drop down, and positioning kind of fucked up. Um, but yeah, and then from there you're creating chaos for your team, for your soldiers to go off from. So if let's say like players drop down from like height or like they come a little forward, they're gonna be focusing on the scout. Meanwhile, your soldier can go upper and jump into their medic, or you can just do like a high bomb from 4 to that wall and onto their medic. Because if you just send like a soldier sack, like he just goes 3, he just does that jump, they're gonna like predict it like 100%. So you can do like you can do that what I said, or you can plan a double sack where you just like have like a scout baiting point or like catching their attention, and then like a soldier goes 1 or 2 or somewhere and just like bombs onto their combo. Creating more chaos, especially if they're gonna have like an NG like right here, and then
They're
like
not
a
gonna be
like
ready quite yet.
yeah, like yeah, like well, not that they're not gonna be ready, but they have a sentry, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for you for our your soldiers to sack. But yeah, on this map it's like really hard to do anything, especially on evens. You can go sniper, having your combo in lobby. If you're gonna do that as a demo, you can either do that, just like make sure nobody walks in for free, or I like to like play this side and just spam whoever could like pressure my sniper wherever he's standing. So if my sniper is gonna be like poking 4, I need like somebody 5 to help my sniper so he won't get run at, and then meanwhile I like just stick it this part so he won't be run at from behind. Um,
And then who do you have inside lobby and who do you have outside of lobby when you're running a sniper?
mm, let's say my sniper's a scout. What um I have my demo, my medic, my 2 soldiers, and my sniper in lobby. Uh, so medic's probably gonna be standing like right here, so he won't be
Just the
headshotted.
scout watches. Just the scout watches 1 and 2.
Yeah, he can just watch it. He can just like stand right here, and all he had to do is just like look at it and just like if he just knows that someone's coming, um, one of our soldiers can rotate and just handle that. Um, but yeah, you don't need too much because flanking. If you're holding last, like you don't want to flank a lot, so you probably won't expect that much unless like they go spy or something. But that's about it. Um,
Hmm.
because on last, people are gonna want to stay on last and just be prepared for that one sack or be prepared to pressure like 5 or 4 whenever the flank needs help and stuff like that. So flanking isn't too good on this map, but it could still work. But that's why you just have like a scout prepared to just watch. Um, standing here or just like standing here. Um, yeah. And then demo, you just sticking this off, helping your sniper peek. Our our soldier can like be like more forward and like preparing to help your sniper in case he gets pushed at. You just play like right here. Your sniper gonna be like right here, and then so like you can just spam like rockets like right here, or like a scout rushes you. You have all this distance between you guys, and you just spam. Um, But that's about it. You just all you're doing is just like making a little bit more space for your sniper to peek and protecting him. Your pocket, he can do basically the same thing, like helping your roamer, or like get ready like to help the sniper, and just like peek with him too, and just like doing a little bit more damage, so they have to like move a bit. Uh, uh, but that's like about it. Um, your main goal is just like having your sniper get picks and just protecting him. And as a demo, all you gotta do is just like also protect them too, just setting up stickies. Um, but i- like the the team will like gonna have to adapt to it, so you always just have to like move. So like you can just like your sniper wants to like peek deeper, so you can just like move over here, and then like your soldier and your other soldier can also like protect them too, like with the distance. But you should just always expect like a soldier to bomb, and your sniper should like try to like survive or something, bait that soldier so you can be a free
Yeah.
pick. But yeah, um, Also, if you don't agree like the scout should be outside and soldier should be here, you can always just switch around. It kind of doesn't matter. You know, if you have your scout, you can help the soldier or the scout or the sniper in 4 or whatever. So that's something you can um uh, try to agree on. But yeah, let's talk about pushing into last. Let's say your sniper got a pick. Um, let's say your sniper dropped the medic or whatever. Um, what I like to do if nobody dies on your team, I just walk forward for free, and then I just have my scout bait point a bit. The moment they drop from height, you should like go into them and getting those picks that are on the low ground, and then just like getting those picks and then try to play point or whatever. You know, try to get their demo soldiers, just numbers, just trying to play the number game and then play point. Since you have like massive Uber and they don't have heals, you know, try to get the people who are not buffed or whatever, or you know, stuff like that. Um, Meanwhile, that's all happening. Your soldiers, as a roamer, you should like go up high and like spamming them off from if they're still like up there, or you can just play. Uh, you can just play up here, just like helping your team, like make sure like having bringing some eyes back onto the like onto here, because they have to focus people here, they have to focus people over there, or over here. Meanwhile, like they're gonna be like you're gonna be like spamming from high ground, and like you're just literally above their spawns and like just raining down like massive damage onto them. Um, you know, you can switch. Having your team call where like they're rushing from, you rotate, you just rain down a lot of rockets onto them and stuff like that. So as a roamer, you just play up here and just like play high, and that's basically it. If somebody's blocking point, you shoot them too, so you can support your scouts. But that's about it. Pocket, you can do the same thing too. Like you can do the same thing too, or you can also just like bond them to clean up damage or whatever, or do damage for your scout. Um, but yeah, like that's kind of like it for on last. Your flank scout. So the thing about the point thing, it's like you can have like buff your scout and then your one of your soldiers blast a stickies from point and then have your flank play it. Meanwhile, your pocket scout and your demo like just tries to like clean up damage or you know just get picks. And then but for the roamer, you should like always like just keep an eye on where people are and if they're trying to block point. Um, but yeah, that's about it. Um, so just try to get picks if you have full Uber at and if they go back to spawn or like they're met spawn and they're in spawn as a demo, you should always just lock up in any of the spawns. Just put 3 or 4 or like any kind of tickets onto the spawns because you're gonna have to like they're delayed by like what like 3-4 seconds and by the time they come out you already had the point, you know, you just win the round for the team. um but yeah, let's say you're pushing it to last and they have like they're like closing in the gap between the Uber ads, so they're like at like 70 and you guys are 100. As a demo, you should always have like someone prepared to go upper like fast, like a soldier like try to go upper and like in case your demo can't do much. um so basically this is how it's gonna turn out. You're a scout runs in first, but like you use through, right? You use through in case there's stickies here. Your scout runs in first, goes here, just runs straight through. Meanwhile your demos get flashed, jumps, and you can like land on them too. Except like I don't do it a lot because I'm like afraid I might get picked or I might get fucking like air shot or whatever. So I don't land on top of them. But what I do, I just do enough damage for like the medic to like get hurt for my any of my players to like jump up there and just clean up the damage for to be like one shot or whatever for like the medic to be a one shot. Um so that's basically like the Uber if like they're like the Uber's like the Uber as like closing in. You just bomb 3, and then like and then if you don't get the medic pick, and they have like Uber, just play the left side. Play it like to like get out, but like also you should also play to like get the force too. If you want to bait point, and then like they're taking a lot of damage because they're getting in closer. Just get ready to run out 1 or 2. Just like have a scout ready to run out your medic. As a demo, you can also you should just run out 1 and just put stickers above here, and just that
Okay.
whenever someone comes through. Um, but yeah, that's if you didn't get their medic and you're just trying to get a force off. So they just won't run into second with full Brad. Um, let's talk about defending. Yeah, right, defending.
Yeah.
Um, let's say you lost mid. Oh, let's talk about if you lose your medic very early, like a soldier fucking bombs onto like one of the corners because you guys are like stuck in it. What you want to do, you just want to plan. You just want to like someone needs to confirm if everybody's ready to go in, like just monkey in and just get their medic or get any type of good picks. Like if you get number picks, but if you get medic, that's like a valuable pick because even though you lost mid or your med and possibly the mid fight, you got their medic, which is gonna still slow down the push, and it won't also result in a full Uber this ad push too. So what you can do as a demo, I don't like to bomb, but it's optional. But let's say you're like on the right side, and then your med die is like right here. You come over here. Um, you should put stickies wherever they are, and then your soldier's gonna do like a super high bomb or like just jump onto them, and then you just all you want to do just like put stickies wherever you think like the medic's gonna walk through, or like if they're still in the corner, just put stickies right there. You can do a lot of damage. Your scouts should be like running from anywhere sneaky, like just trying to cut corners so people won't see them. You know, they go through here, double jump onto here, and they can like force their medic or they can catch their medic. But like yeah, if you just lose the med, you just want somebody needs to call like is everyone ready to like just go in? Because at that point you just need to get the med pick. Um,
Sometimes what I do on demo is I just bomb. Is that not usually what I should be doing?
you no you could if you want to. It's fine. I just said I don't bomb.
Yeah,
You can't.
I usually just like call a time. Like I
Yeah.
see our med dies, I'm just like, all right, 3 seconds commit.
Yeah. If you're gonna bomb, that's fine. You just want to wait for your soldier to go in first. Like the soldiers are like keeping an eye, and like as a demo, you can do like so much damage if you just fucking
Yeah.
put those 3 stickies down and just do a lot of damage. You just want to wait till like everybody else goes in, and then you should go in too.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like what you mentioned for product last time, where you're like for the 4-man sack, it's like the 2 soldiers go in first, and then the demo, and then the scouts.
Yeah, because the soldiers are can get picked easily. Um, and then demo can do damage, and then scouts can clean up and stuff like that. So it is almost like the same. You just want to wait. So this is how it should be going in order. Your med dies. Your players should be seeing where they are and where they could be possibly going. They call it. You call, are you ready to go in? And then say they're in the corner, and then everybody say yeah. As a demo POV, you just wait till you just put a sticky down. You see your soldiers go in. You go in after. Your scouts. One of your scouts should be on the top. One of your scouts should be trying to sneak in. Just to create more chaos. You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
bringing eyes to different directions so teams can't focus the same thing, and focus targets are gonna be so much difficult. To call for the enemy team. So creating chaos, going different ways, stuff like that is so much helpful. But yeah, that's about it. If let's say their med does die and you still lose mid, it's fine because now it's gonna be an even Uber situation. But you can probably be having more ad because your med's gonna spawn faster because he died first. Um, So you might want to pick up those kind of details where your med dies first. So you're gonna have like probably like 20 to 30 ad. But also a thing I'm afraid I mentioned is like if you do get the medic pick, like someone like a soldier gets a medic pick and you're still alive as a demo or scout, you would just want to run out. Unless like they did a lot of damage to everybody. Worst case scenario, you should just like live, just try to live. So your medic can heal somebody and you can have those Uber ads. It goes for anybody basically. But yeah, um, that's pretty much it. And then if med does die first, somebody goes back and just build with the medic and then get that Uber ad. It's fine if you lose mid because you still did something for your team. Your team clutched it out by getting their medic, so it's not the worst scenario.
Yeah.
And then just hold second, stuff like that. If you're gonna go into mid with a decent amount of ad, let's say like 30 ad, you can go like IT, your scout, medic, and demo goes IT. But you don't want to show yourself yet. If you show yourself in IT, they're just gonna call it like so much faster, and they can just leave IT or choke or sewers. So you just want to like you bomb onto wherever they are.
What happens if they see you? Do you just back out?
Yeah, if they see you, they're just gonna back out like really easily because they're just predictable. A demo
Then
just gonna
do you
bomb.
lose your ad, or like should you just rotate to choke and try to milk it?
Um, you get point first. So let's say you do bomb, they leave IT or something like that. If they leave IT, they still have to come back, go to choke and recommit. At that point, just floods choke with stickies and put stickies on rock and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So they have to use through that just means they have to use through basically. If they're like if the scouts are just like shooting your stickies, that's slowing them down a bit, and then your soldiers can prepare to like double to just like mega spam or just jump onto them to force them in and stuff like that. So it's like a back and forth battle. Like you just don't want to give it up like so easily. Um, but yeah, just try to get that force in, but at the same time, have your medic get ready to run out. Like your medic can play IT or it can play like very far back, like right here. If they play this far back, like your med's like behind this rock, they can like leave easily. Same with everybody, but you as a demo, you're gonna be a little bit forward to get that spam, but you don't want to be too forward that you just die and just get picked out. It happens a lot.
So
Um,
what about like holding passive? Do you usually prefer to hold passive outside of choke or IT? Because I
um,
usually do IT.
I usually do choke because I can see more, and for me as a demo, actually, it's not bad if you leave IT too.
What's like the difference or advantages between the two, if any?
IT, you're positioned to do more damage because you're a little bit more upfront. Choke, you're giving up a little bit more space because you're really far back. So your impact over here is not gonna do too much if you're just throwing stickies to like buffed 260, 185 players. So they're gonna recognize that. They're gonna walk over here, and then they're just gonna walk onto point because they know they have ad. If they see that you're really close to like the gap between you guys is like really close, you just call Uber and you guys would like wipe or whatever. You'll get those free picks. That's the thing about going like holding choke and holding IT. If you guys hold IT, their plan's gonna be like, oh, they're out holding IT, so they're gonna know that you're ready to leave, but they're not gonna use kind of it's like if you go choke and you're just like still holding it a little bit, um, it's kind of like you're challenging them to use a bit. But if you go
Yeah.
IT, it's gonna be like a little bit harder for them to do anything, and they're just gonna take mid. But you're still able to do like spam damage onto them because you're a little bit you're here with your medic and your med's tanking you, and you're like doing damage from choke or into pack and doing damage for med to force, and your soldiers can go off from. But yeah, if they're gonna go choke. What I like to do, you buff your roamer. He plays on his awning. and he just does this simple jump. Well, first I like to wait. I like to wait, and if a scout comes through first, then I go. I don't like to predict when they're gonna go. I like to know when they're going, when they're already in. Um, so if you predict when they're gonna go, it's not gonna always gonna turn out fine because you can just, if you're like early, you're gonna run into a scout. Um, so you just wanna wait till like a scout peaks, and then you wanna go. Um, and bomb their medic, and the medic's gonna be like right here, or like a little bit far back, like right here, and you can get a free med, um, drop or free med, force. Um, but at the same time, you have your scouts also on high ground doing chip damage and like catching eyes onto other players who are like trying to come in and taking away that attention from a soldier who's gonna bomb onto the choke. But yeah, that's kind of about it. You know, Uber, you don't get the force. They're gonna recommit. You get positioning. You get cap at least, like getting cap time in, and then having your soldier position with Uber or not Uber but with a buff, and then just doing damage for your soldiers to kind of like, well, doing damage for your medic to no, doing damage for the medic to use in case a soldier jump onto to him or her.
Yeah.
Um, what else? I feel like I'm missing something. I can talk about sacking into second, right? It's gonna
Or
be like,
into second? Okay, yeah.
yeah, like you have mid and you want to plan to sack into second. What
Yeah.
I like to do the usual bring combo Al Qaeda, um peak Al Qaeda. You have the demo, you can like set up stickies, so you can set up stickies here, set up stickies right there in case a soldier wants to bomb you. These stickies on the ground are just so they can't walk for free, like they can't take room, and you're also creating room for your team to walk. Your scout can clear the stickies for your soldiers to jump in, and then as you're making space, you're like spamming and getting this damage off. But at the same time, you kind of don't want your medic to commit. Like if your medic is like right here, that's fine, because there's still a large gap between the scout who wants to force or who wants to use and the medic who has Uber all the way over here. So you kind of don't want to commit your med in all the way. You're just creating space for your soldiers to do something. Um, and then once your soldier is ready, he does that big bomb where he like hits the little crate ramp slide um onto the medic. The medic's always gonna be standing this area all the time. So you can just predict where the medic's gonna always gonna be. Like literally the typical just like the typical positioning for medic, just like always behind everybody else and having a little bit of defense on their side. So the purpose of the Al Qaeda thing is like so you can just create space for your team to peek, and then getting that information, calling where the medic is standing, send your soldiers to go in and try to get that force in. I mean, while that's happening, the players in IT could possibly fight, like take that fight. Um, but if you're not buffed, then you're probably gonna lose that fight. But the thing about IT is like it's really hard because you're coming from a low ground space, and you have to fight a soldier who's always gonna be like standing right here, just spamming that little door entrance. Unless the soldier like jumps through, gets on the pack, but at the same time, if he gets on the pack, then he's like on ultimate low ground at that point. Um, I think that you can do, you can rush heals into IT, so you just bring your demo scout, a soldier, and another scout into IT, tank like the scouts, and just like climb from both ways. Like you can just double jump up here, you can just go up here and taking space and creating a little bit of chaos for your combo to like for their combo to rotate a bit and like catching attention, and then having your soldier like sack through Okada or through choke. You know, you just want to always create like some kind of chaos. Um, because at this time like of this meta, it's like single sack is not always gonna work. So if you just send a soldier to just sack, teams are just gonna expect it all the time. But yeah, that's about it. Um, if you do get that force, they're always gonna hold really far back. They're always gonna have like a soldier ready right here, and just like bomb once they come to choke or something like that. So when you should always clear stickies when you just walk in, just clear stickies, and then having your scout like look at the sky or just waiting for something to appear and to force their medic, to force your medic. I mean, um, but yeah, at that point you get that soldier pick. They're gonna be really far back. They're gonna start setting up in last. Meanwhile, you buff your players up, and then you peek last. What you always want to do for Fulobrad, you just want to peek last. You just buff a scout or a soldier, and they can just poke 4. Like if you just peek 4, you get all the information you need. A soldier, sentry, sentry, or a heavy right there. Pyro isn't too viable because there's a lot of doors, so you shouldn't expect the pyro all the time. But if they do have a pyro, it's because they want to air blast the projectiles from the sentries. But most of the time you can just always expect a sentry on the right spawn, and then you just all you do, you can use through, or you can just um buff up soldier and demo to double spam the sentry and just take it down. At that point, like I said, you can just have a scout bait point. They come down from high ground, and now you guys are almost at even ground. You can just fight them, and you're gonna win. 'Cause you have full Uber. But that's pretty much it, basically. Um, if you want to hold second, let's say somebody died, demo, you should always look at 1 and 2. Meanwhile, those stickies are fine. You can put 2 stickies, 2 right there, and then have 2 stickies right here. So then you always have, you can, because this is all you kind of need to look at. If you just if you're just positioned on top of point, and your med's on point, and your med doesn't always have to be on point actually. Your med can be like right here. And then your scout always have to be on the high ground. Your roamer pocket has to stand there. Your pocket can stand right there in case if someone needs to go too. And then you're just always ready to like that wherever they try to come from. For a counterattack, I mean.
Okay.
But yeah, you should always expect a counterattack from lobby, all the time in lobby. So all you do is just put those stickies. So you put 4, you put 2 and 2, and then you just rain pipes like right there in lobby, so you can like probably pipe somebody for free. Make sure you're sticky. You rain those pipes, because if you dead and then people try to come in also after them, you're gonna need those stickies for to do damage. But yeah, um, that's pretty much it. Um, I don't think I forgot anything unless you guys know.
I would like to know pocket soldier positioning for like let's say like we capture mid and we're trying to like make our way to second. Like would I be holding sewers as a pocket soldier usually?
So you said you won mid and you're trying to get into second?
Yeah, like we have our roamer doing sacks and stuff, and like we're just all kind of waiting here.
Oh, okay. So is this also a Uberad situation? So they're gonna be holding far back.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a pocket, like I said, if you're gonna go through choke, it's fairly easy. Like I said, you're always gonna predict that soldier is gonna force, right? But your job is to jump through. You can do like a wall thing. Jump through, get in the middle, like straight in the middle, because tickets are always gonna be like right here and right here. So if you jump through in the middle, it's gonna be really hard for him to react. And it's also like stickies are gonna do like very minimal damage because it's like really far from you. You do that jump, you shoot stickies, and then you're also like calling where they are, and you can also call where soldiers are, so your scout can be prepared to look at them.
Right. And what about like when it's an even situation?
even situation,
Yeah.
and you're doing like the Al-Qaeda thing,
Is that like
uh,
off like player ad sort of? You push Al Qaeda and go for the exchange.
no, that's Uber, even Ubers. That's like the SAC thing, you know, creating,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I'm talking
um,
about like a push, like an even Uber push from Al Qaeda.
oh, that's like the forced SAC thing. Like,
Okay.
you're just like I said, you're just like creating a little bit of chaos and like bringing eyes into your combo. You as a pocket, you could sack or you could help your scout um in IT. Like some one of you need to sack and then one of you need to like help your scout with IT. Like you don't have to most of the time you're just gonna position like right here. Like that's all you do. Unless you're gonna sack, then you know you do the little jump into them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As a
Right.
pocket, you kind of like don't do anything for that time.
So I don't even like go into sewers or check or anything.
Yeah, no, cause your team is already in sewers. You can go sewers too, actually. You can just like go right here and just spam two. Or you can spam wherever their medic is at.
Right.
You
Okay.
can do that. You can switch between things. I just don't go choke because I can't see too much. I can spam their medic, but if I go sewers, stores, I clear stickies. I can just spam wherever I need to spam at. You can just switch it up.
Oh, so did we already go over like pushing into mid?
Oh, pushing to mid? Oh no. I don't think so, right?
Okay.
Let me,
Nope.
hold on, give me a second.
Nice weather we're having.
Don't talk to me like we're equals. No, but yeah, for Pocket Soldier, feel like I think I'm gonna ask him like how I guess how to go about like left or right as Pocket Soldier. I don't know, like how to roll out to left or right after like, you know, you land at the choke area cuz like I don't know if there's like a specific rocket jump that you need to do or anything.
I find Jinachi we're having like the same problems but with opposite roles. Like all the stuff you're talking about, I find I have the same problem with, but on Roamer. I just kind of don't understand what to do in that situation. Probably a game sense thing, but
I'm back. Sorry.
No
Um,
worries.
what was it? Pushing into mid
Yeah.
from second, right? Um, so one thing, okay, let's say whenever you push into mid, it's like usually because you have ad or whatever. Um, one thing first, a pocket. should go sewers and check the corners and make sure like there's nobody ready to like get ready to back cap whatever. That's the first thing you should do at the pocket. After that, your scout should run in, or your soldier. After you check sewers, you could just jump through and clear like the stickies on the walls on the choke. Or your scout can do that too. If he just runs double jumps and just like looks back, he can clear the stickies too. Um, After that, your demo and medic can run in. And now like as a demo, you should just look where they are and just spam long range stickies into them. If there's people on high ground like right here, most of the time they're gonna be like really far back, like right here. Just spam this. Just don't even worry. Just spam him off from high ground, and he'll just like jump back into his choke. But most of the time when you're pushing into mid, it's usually because you have ad or you have player picks. Um, your IT obviously should clear IT because that's like the most flanky part. In my opinion, if they go IT, a scout can just run to the point, which is really close, and just back up, and then it's gonna create all types of um crazy shit. Um, but as you're getting into mid, you just wanna like just take room. Your soldiers should be like up on high, shooting them off, shooting them if they're in IT. And you're not like focusing on getting picks. You're just focusing on getting room and just getting the cap, and then preparing to do whatever you need to do next. But that's pretty much it. You're just like checking everything and just like coming through choke whatever. Check sewers, check IT, clear. Um, Sometimes if you guys have Uber ads, they're also gonna do that thing where they're gonna play on awning and just bomb you. Um, so as a scout, after you clear that, you should look right there. You can see it from here. You can just see if there's a soldier, and just call that he's gonna bomb. Your med should just back up. Your demo could back up. Yeah, your demo could back up too, and just handle that soldier and just get in mid for free. Um, but yeah, that's about it. You just clear everything, and all you do is just take high ground as they're leaving, and you just get point, and that's it.
Looks good. I think our main problem is probably like uh getting those players in to take space early and also denying that soldier on awning. We just get caught out a lot for some reason. Like we can't take space or whatever, and like our combo gets baited a little bit.
Why do you think that is? Like, what do you like from what you've seen? Like, what's something that you guys are like not doing? Are you saying that like you don't check that thing, so you just
Yeah,
bomb?
sometimes or like we don't or like we check it and then like we're already too far in by the time like we've checked it. It's probably just like the order of like getting people
Oh,
in.
I guess like you guys are just like too quick. I guess right?
Yeah, probably.
Because like you shouldn't just always run in like again like a scout checks everything. Your demo, you have the demo, and your medic should like be right here, and just like waiting for anything to happen to you guys. You put two stickies right here, you put two stickies right here, or you put stickies on where you think he could land, and you just wait it out until
Okay.
your scouts um say that everything's fine. Then you go in. I think it is like the order, like the way you guys.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks good. I don't think I have any more questions about pushing mid or pushing second.
Anybody else?
Um, what should I do when they push us on last as roamer?
Talk about defending.
Yeah, defending
Oh,
last.
true. Um, as a roamer, um, let's say the situation is like they have ad. Actually, no. Let's talk about even Ubers. Like I said, they're gonna do that thing where they're probably gonna take heals in lobby. Um, I like to just stand right here or just stand more distance. So I can just climb up to the high ground and then I can win because I just have high ground. But
Should
huh?
should I try and rotate heals or just stick with 200?
Um, before you go here, you want to get a buff, but like you don't want to rotate heals to come over here. That would be kind of bad.
Okay.
So just like if you're here by yourself and then you hear people are saying that they're in comp and they're in lobby now, you can peek two. You can like stand right here and then spam upper, or you can peek five, like this before they come in or as they're coming in. Um, or you can just be right here in five, and then as soon as you see that they're like approaching you, they see that you're in five. You jump back, you play on high, and then you call for help too. Like your scout should be on your way, on their way, or a pocket too. Um, but yeah, all you want to do is just like keep that distance between you and the enemy team. You don't want to get picked out. Like because if they rush you 4 and 5, that's like a 3v, probably a 2 or 3v1. So that's not like the fight that you want to take. You just want to survive. Like you don't want to get picked at all. So you just jump back and call for help. Your pocket, your scout runs to help you. Um, and then you, the demo, you just watch. You can put stickies above 3 just in case. You put stickies in 2, you can put stickies in 1. But yeah. And they push, they try to push you, just back up and just call for help. You can reef up too. You can just stay here and just spam rockets and calling who's in and who's in, and like keep resubbing in case they like hit you and like you're just in a good position. Um,
So I just spot kinda and then I back up.
yeah, you just want to
Okay.
spot, but you don't want to
You
die.
don't take the fight.
Yeah, you don't want to take the fight ever, especially in those 2v1s. You're gonna
Alright, so
die.
just try and stay healthy, spot, and then spam.
Yeah, like I said, if they're not in lobby, you can be right here. That's perfect positioning. If they come to the stairs, you want to shoot like right there, because they can get hit by the stairs by the splash. Um, you call there in lobby. You take more room back. You can play right here in case they try to push you forward. Peek right here. But you don't want to like the thing is like since you're far back, you're kind of letting them walk in a bit. That's why you call for help. You just need you don't want to take that fight, but you want to get ready to do something in case like your soldier bombs or someone pressures. You close the gap because you want to help your teammate. You jump onto the to here because it's like high ground and it's kind of hard for a soldier to hit you, and you just like spam and now you take your positioning back. You know, it's like it's all like team kind of stuff. But yeah, you don't want to take the fight alone. You spot them, you keep a distance, you call for help. If they're pushing you, if you see they're pushing you in five, wait for somebody to help you. And then they'll feel pressure too, because now they can't take that fight. Um, and that's probably it. Um, yeah, I think that's about it.
Alright, Janachi's wondering the same thing for Pocket, by the way. Like what
Um,
you're doing last.
on pocket.
Yeah, he said it's
Um,
just loud in his room, so he can't speak.
it's fine. So as a pocket, you could um. The pocket, you could just stand right here, like play with your medic on high. If there's this how you play up here. Um, but at the same time, you can also try to flank, but try not to like stay out of the fight a lot of times, because if there's a team fight going on and you can do a lot of damage by bombing or whatever, don't yeah, try to do that. Just get ready to do anything that needs like your type of help, but at the same time. Pocket, you're always gonna be like standing here and just like poking and like, but you don't want to be too deep that you reach over here. You just want to like keep your distance. If they like climb the stairs, they get hit by the rocket like that. Um, there's always gonna be like a pocket standing there. You just spam them off. You can hit this guy who's gonna be standing there too. Um, a lot of times when I'm a pocket, I like to call for a flank, and I make sure that nobody like 5 is gonna die. Like I said, there's gonna be probably a scout like standing here. I see a lot of times like a scout stands here or here. I kind of like deal with them too a little bit, but then they realize that there's a pocket and 2 ready to flank, and they're gonna back out of lobby. So keep that pressure off from lobby and like trying to deal with you. If you see that like the demo or soldier or medic comes out of lobby, like back up now, because they're probably gonna like pressure you and like try to fight you. Um, After that, you can like also like help your roamer. You can like stand right here and just do damage and ban the pack, because that's usually where they're gonna stay. You don't ever want to peek this, because they're gonna be probably be stickies, and demo's gonna always gonna be prepared for that. Um, if they don't, if you're sure they don't have stickies there, you quickly like peek and hit like that part, because if you like spam a sticky, you can't like, you need to go more deeper to hit like that. You could hit that, but it's a little awkward if you're just trying to poke. And you might get caught out or something like that. But yeah, you just try to hit this part. You can also like take a little bit more room for your roamer to get positioned in lobby. But yeah, that's kind of all you do as pocket. You just try to like switch back and forth to see what you can get done and supporting your team. You don't ever want to die. You don't ever want to fully commit for something. You want to bait somebody to come in and, get that pick, but you don't ever want to like fully commit to something, especially if you're alone. But yeah.
When you're getting like pushed into on last, how should you like? What's the best way to rotate and to like adapt to the kind of push that they're going into?
Okay.
Actually, wait. I think Janachi had one more second about pocket before we.
So for a second hold as pocket, do I usually spam their second hold pocket? You could stand right here. Let's say even. You should be ready for a soldier to sack. You should always expect like that fast bomb, here, or the soldier going Al Qaeda and doing that. Now he's gonna land. He's always gonna land like right here, on top of your medic or on high ground. Um, or you could probably fake and just get ready for his pocket to for his roamer to get in or whatever. But as a pocket holding second, you could stand right here and just like stuff them. You're also not taking a lot of damage. You're just poking, making sure they don't get that free room and they can't peek freely. Um, you can switch over here. You stand. This is more of a scout kind of positioning. You can stand here too. You can go to Al Qaeda really quickly, poke, see if there's people there, jump back. Um, But as a pocket, you're just like on standby. You can also, if your team needs help in IT, you just get the buff, and then you go upper IT and just like span them out from right here. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for pocket on second.
Looks good.
We're done now?
No, no, no. Okay, I was just Janachi was saying something really quickly. Yeah, I want to talk about a little bit about like rotating on last
Rotating on last. Oh, okay. So
or kiting rather.
this is the positioning. If they have a sniper, your med should always be standing here. Your med should be standing here, or should be standing here if they have a sniper, right? Wait, we're talking about sniper, right? On last.
Just like sort of your that's a good thing to talk about too, but I'm also like wondering about like passive holds. You're expecting them to Uber into you.
Oh, but
Having you like effectively
defend.
kite
So like if
and
they do
adapt's
have like
different. Yeah.
Uberad or whatever.
Yeah.
What I like to do. Okay, let's talk about Uberads and defense. I put stickies there. If you're quick enough, if you know like you can get some time in, put stickies in forward too. Um, what you do, your med, scout, and demo should play ramp until you know they're in lobby. They're in lobby. Play right here, and just wait for that demo to just like bomb into you. Like they're always gonna do that. They're always gonna bomb, and they're just gonna like land on top of you and like try to destroy you. What you do, you need to act quickly, and you need to like rotate to the other side. You have the demo. You already dead. You put stickies right there, and then you put stickies on point. You know, you're just preventing them from getting cap time. Especially if they go 3 and they like go to your right spawn. Put sticks right there, and put sticks right in that spot. So it's kind of hard for that scout to poke and get cap time in. If you die, it's gonna do a lot of damage to him, and he can
Yeah.
possibly die. And it slows them down too. You know. Um, but yeah. After that, just keep buying more time, having your have your stickies just always loaded. Don't try to take out pipes and just like pipe. Just try to reload those stickies because you're just gonna need them all the time because they're always gonna play point, always get cap time or stuff like that. So until like a soldier's like literally on you, like he just bombs onto you, then you should take out your grenade launcher and just handle him quickly. But you should always be looking at point and just anytime if you have to ignore the soldier, do it to stick you up point. Yeah, and do that. Um, pretty much it. When you rotate, by the way, if you rotate to this side and because they already Uber through 3, and you rotate over here, you're basically just staying and just saying that you want to play on this side because now they probably took Heaven control, and now you just want to play right here because you're at a straight spot and everybody else is here too. You just don't want to like cuddle up in this small area. You want to like split. Make sure like a scout or a soldier is here, uh, pushing them off from coming to this side of height. Having people like spreading out, seeing if they can take a room and cleaning up on damage on whoever's weak or whatever. But yeah, you just want to like spread out. Make sure nobody can flank you from on top. Make sure you're getting a little bit more room so they can't just like come over here and just um destroy you guys. Just try to separate a bit so you won't
Yeah.
take as much damage. But that's pretty much it. If they know they're not gonna get anything, they're just gonna leave 1 and 2. You have Uber, go into lobby. If you're quick enough, go lobby. And you see they're gonna be leaving. You can use through if you want to. If you know there's no stickies, you can just walk in and just bomb if you want to. But if just to be safe, you can just Uber. You always expect them to like leave into choke or leave. Most of the time, I don't see them a lot in sewers, but
I usually leave to choke, but sometimes what I see is they're holding on point. Like I'll see their like something. What I first do is I look up like before bombing, and if their demo's there, then I'll call use. If there's literally nobody there, then I'll often just call like or then if there's nobody there, then we can just take it for free. But like sometimes what teams do is they sit on point, and I just Uber
uh,
like. Should I? Is it okay to like just jump straight up onto
actually,
point, or should I like try to jump a little bit like onto
actually,
like the stairs?
yeah, actually do this instead of rushing. That's a good point actually. Instead of rushing, have people like peek first, and then now that you have an idea where they are, then you can like bomb it, and like I said, they're on point. You can It's pretty close, so you can just bomb it. Just bomb and take that high ground off from them, and then you're gonna be a little bit closer. Put sticks on the ground, and your team should be like coming in, and soldiers should be taking
Yeah,
high stuff like that. So that's a good point where if they are on point,
vision. Yeah.
yeah. But you should
Vision
always,
is crucial before pushing out like that. That's a good point,
yeah, it
especially if
is,
like they use Uber and you about to have you have time to make that decision.
yeah. Maybe don't rush it, because if you do that, it could probably turn out bad. So maybe, yeah, like I said, just peek first, and then see what we can do. Um, One more thing, maybe probably the last thing, probably. I'm not sure. But the sniper thing, snipers are always gonna pick lobby. Sometimes they're gonna come one, but there's a plan. That was sniper. The first thing that I'm sure he's gonna pick first is lobby. Like they're gonna go lobby, and then whoever gonna pick 3 or 4 is always gonna get picked or whatever. Um, but when they're like as a sniper, you just always expect that they're gonna do a surprise like shot or whatever. So you know, peeking sometimes is kind of good, but you're probably gonna die because that thing is like broken.
Yeah.
They one shot or whatever. Um, After that, get in positioning. Your meds should like come around and like go quickly. Should be healing a skull probably, so it should go be quickly and just like rotate over here to the middle. Use a demo. You can be 3 or you can be 4 and like rotating to see if you can pressure the sniper off. Your soldier should be 5. Cause if you're 5 and you're doing a good job like pressuring the sniper to go back, your soldier should be here without being bothered to like move and just
Okay.
just spam the sniper off. Um, but try like be careful. Your scout can, or you can have like your scout play 4. So then he just like stand right here and just like double jump to, or just jump and like meat shot him, and you can just deal with 3. But when you're dealing with 3, you don't ever want to peek. You just put tickets right there. That's all you need to do. Meanwhile, 1 and 2 should be taken care of from with by by your pocket. So your pocket should be like right here. First of all, you're not gonna get picked if sniper's in lobby. You can see if shutter opens, but when the thing about this, it's gonna be like sniper's gonna always gonna be like in the middle ish. You kind of won't see the first thing they're probably gonna be seeing is like literally this whole hallway, and then they're gonna be looking into this thing. So if you play right here and you just like go like this, you can see if they open the shutter for sniper. If they go rollout, try to like not peek. Don't peek. Just jump over here and just like spam rockets. And then if you hear that too, demo, you can also just like put sticks to help.
Yeah.
Like he rotated, so now you put those sticks now. You can peek like this. You see the sniper dot, or you see the sniper. Now you just hide and basically,
Yeah, that's
basically like
that's
that.
kind of how I like to do it on Metalworks. Like if I see that they have a sniper, instead of holding all the way back, like I'll play like on the like bridge, kind of like in the same area, like watching main, and have my medic like against the wall.
Yeah. It's basically like that. Like you just want to get in a position where your medic won't get picked.
Yeah. Okay. That looks good.
Yeah. Um.
Like-
That's pretty much it. But at the same time, when you're doing that, you can get a counter sniper too if you want to. If you also want to, you can set up NG so he won't peek freely. And it's gonna be really hard for him to do anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for sniper last.
What about double
But-
scout Ubers?
Double scout Ubers.
Like when we're holding mid and trying to go to their second with slide ad or something. Because every time we try to do double scout Uber, it always ends with limited. Like the best we've had with the double scout was like the half our team died anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna just show.
Wait, so should we sorry, like quick question before you answer that. Like should we even be doing Ubers into teams that are like passive holding, or should we always be trying to like
When they're passive holding, I'm gonna show you. So let's say you're on red side. Let's go into that's basically an answer to both like the team both of your questions. But let's say full red, you're on mid, you cap mid. You go through a choke, like you have somebody peeking and calling out their position. Okay, they're really far back. They're on bats now. They're all the way back. You shouldn't Uber into them at all. What you should be doing, you should be taking space. Your soldiers should be making room for you, taking up all that space, and trying to lock them down. Just trying to lock all the doors down so they can't recommit. Um, So yeah, that's basically the answer to that question. Or if they're holding far back, should you Uber into them? No, you shouldn't Uber into them. You should just take
Yeah.
space and just because if they're like letting you think about it, you have all this space to just take, and once you're up here, you basically took all that space that you need. Take all, you just get up on the
Yeah.
stairs, you sticky the shit up, sticky lower, throw pipes. You basically already have second, so you don't ever want to use through. Sometimes teams are gonna like want to get that force because it's super crucial, like they're down rounds or whatever. They're gonna be standing right here. Somebody poke choke. Okay, cool. They're on stairs. Let's go Al-Qaeda and let's Uber our demo onto high ground, and you can probably catch the medic because they're a little bit closer. You know, they're not super far back like one. If they're like at one, and you use through, you're not gonna get anything done. You wasted an Uber just to take second, which you could have took it for free. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What was the other question? Like double scout Uber into second. Um,
Yeah.
Double scout Ubers would work if you go IT. If you go IT and you go lower, cut this corner. Now you just run at 1 or 2. It could work because you're like not showing heals and they have to predict where they are, and out of surprise you just come out of nowhere and just like try to get on them. And the Uber is gonna last long enough for you to like reach almost up to here. Um, out. You're not flashing as much. So it could work. You could also use a Uber to push them off and then looking behind and getting those picks, and you're gonna get like 2, 3 picks, and that's gonna be enough for you to like push into last. So, um, double scout Ubers would work if it's in 19. I wouldn't expect it to work in anything else. But if you're pushing into mid, into IT, double scout Ubers are not gonna work. Because they're gonna be holding really
Right.
far back. So it would only work. It's kind of like a gamble too if you're gonna take double scout IT, because who knows if it's gonna turn out well. Um, your med probably could drop you, and there's gonna be stickies right here. Yeah, your med drops you, and then now you just have like one scout Uber and just a solo, and you're basically doing damage, but you're not having somebody else clean up that damage. Um, there's always you're gonna go IT, you through double scout Uber. You push them off. You look behind to see who's fighting who. You clean up the damage. You get 2 picks, and you just keep going. Um, but it's kind of like I said, it's a gamble because you don't know if the
Yeah.
Uber could turn out well.
That's a good point though. Like just basically planning to push the enemy combo out and then looking behind and cleaning up on like whoever's still fighting on second, because it's pretty easy to get 2 picks that way.
Yeah. Um, it just depends on positioning. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like you could also for the getting it for free, you could also go sewers. It's like sewers is always gonna probably be like free, and if you go sewers, you have this see-through fence. You can see where they are, and you can see if there's players upper IT and the soldier can ready to bomb. And especially if a soldier is gonna bomb from IT, he has to go all the way over there, and your med can just bait and just like you can get that free pick. It's the easiest push ever. Um, but at the same time, if the Uber ad gap is like closing in, don't even worry about it. Like at that point, now you got a free pick you didn't have to use, and you're already at their last. So if you can do something right and get the Uber forced off, then that's like the best position for you guys ever. So don't feel pressured to always don't feel pressured to always just try to take that Uber in. You know, you can if your meds should like know that like, oh, it's like 20 but it's already closing, then you guys should just know like just slow down, get buffed, and just try to get something in. But yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of it.
Looks good.
Any other questions? I think covered everything. I don't think I forgot med positioning. I don't think your medic's here, right?
No,
Med's
Um,
absent.
we're recording this though.
all right, that's fine. I can so let's say for your medic, For meds, let's say you guys are gonna play right. Mostly, you're gonna arrow somebody. You're gonna arrow your demo who comes to mid or something like that. You get the arrow off. Let's say you're playing right side. Um, you don't want to be too like open and like for your team to call that you guys are at the corner. If you're at this corner, you should just be ready to surf anything as a medic. Just be ready to surf. Be ready to just like get it. Just but whenever you're in this corner, like I said, you just always want to get out of this positioning. You just want to run out from this corner. Just heal your scout, have your scout make room, have your soldier make room on high ground or whatever, and just like run out this corner. You don't ever want to be in this corner ever. But if they are playing an aggressive mid and they are like meeting you guys, um, try to meet them too, get better high ground or something like that. But just try to get out of this corner, especially as a medic. It's the worst position you can never be. Um, um, that's kind of like it for medic mid. You just try to get out of
Yeah.
this corner and just like try not to eat too much spam. Obviously, the most typical spam I can predict of is the demo, like raining pipes right there, um, like near the pack, because that's where medics are is gonna be at, kind of ish. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That looks good. I think that about covers it for me, unless anybody else here has questions.
Okay.
Guess
Uh,
not then.
do both soldiers have the same job for high ground and mid fights for process? They
Okay.
could. I know at least one soldier and one scout have to play height. The other soldiers could be like right here, getting ready to do anything. But at the same time, you could also just what you could do, you can as a pocket, you don't always have to play on high ground. You can just, like I said, just make this. You can just hit this rocket jump onto the rock, or you can do like a little fake from the high and just like send a rocket down and just like make more space, just land on the rock. At the pocket or roamer, they can switch jobs. One can play on high ground, the other one can play making space, and they can just switch if they want to. But they kind of need that kind of job of making just space or making or playing high. Not both of them don't have to take high ground unless like they know that they're in corners or they know that they're leaving. Then they could take space, but. Uh, as a soldier, you kind of don't ever want to play on low ground. What I've seen Jay do, or what I've seen him did or do, whatever. Whenever he arrives mid, and Habib confirmed that they're gonna play left side, like this part, he just stays on low ground for a bit and just spams that part right there, and then he starts moving with the team and taking room for his team. Obviously, when you take room, you're gonna take a lot of damage. You possibly could die, but that's fine as long as you're working with your team and helping them. Okay.
Looks
Um.
good.
Yeah. I mean,
That was
this
really in
map.
depth, Kura.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
I try to make sure I cover everything. But yeah,
You definitely did.
this map, if you just play in pugs a lot, like if you just play pugs a lot, you're just gonna understand this map a lot better. Like the roles, it's kind of like Metalworks, where like every path is almost like the same. You know, if you have ad, go choke. If you want to go IT, the main part of mids is just playing high ground and just taking room. The more you play process, the more you're gonna understand like almost the same thing every time. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for the map review.
Yeah, no problem.
Good.
Well, good luck in the scrims. Since you're Boston, there's another like. Oh my god, I fucking knew it, dude.